You're listening to the Epically Geeky Show, a place for all things geeky.
Welcome out to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 48. I am your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Tonight's opening question is, there's actually I'm changing it up a little bit. You're going to have three options here because, well, you'll see. The question is when drinking eggnog, do you prefer A, eggnog by itself, B, eggnog with extras, or C, no eggnog at all? Cyrus Martin.
I can't. I do not like no eggnog. No, that's bad.
You don't do the nog, huh?
What the fuck is eggnog?
You don't question it. You either drink it.
No, eggnog. What is it? It's buttermilk and vodka or some shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you put the quote unquote extras in it, yes.
Well, if it's not, what the hell is it? It's bad milk?
Oh, you're going to make me look this up, aren't you?
They took some eggs, they threw them in some rotten milk and like, drink it. It's like they would want to see who'll drink it or something. It's like a guys weekend kind of thing or something.
No, it's not. It's definitely not on that level.
Eggnog. Who the fuck came up with that?
Oh, wait a minute. Don't play music. Stop. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to look that up later. Ray, eggnog, yes, no, with extras. How you come down on this?
I like eggnog, man. I like it straight up. I like it with rum. Yeah.
Good deal.
Eggnog. I'm game.
Chris?
It tastes like snot.
I think it is snot.
Shut up, Cyrus.
It's snot with a little bit of nutmeg. Like, it's just disgusting.
Ooh, no. It smells like wherever the fuck nutmeg came from blew its nose.
Wherever the fuck
What the hell's
you're gonna learn lots of important information on tonight's episode. Let me tell you, folks.
It tastes great.
No,
some nut named Meg blew her nose, and that's how we got fucking eggnog.
And that's the birth of eggnog.
Oh God.
So Eugene, where do you stand?
So here's the thing. There are certain brands of eggnog I cannot stand. I like the just kind of, I'd say the most boring one, the Borden's just plain eggnog. I've had it with bourbon and stuff in it before. I think it actually takes away from it for me because I'm actually drinking it for the taste. So I would prefer it just by itself. The worst one I think is that Southern Comfort brand. That's just garbage. That's
What do you mean you don't like Southern Comfort?
You heard me. I hate the Southern Comfort version. It sucks balls. It sucks eggs. How about that?
No, go with the first one.
Oh God. Anyway, so as you can see, this is our last holiday themed episode. A while back, we did a draft of Saturday morning things. We did serials and cartoon shows. We're gonna do a holiday draft this time. I did a quick randomization here, and what we're going to be doing a draft on is we're going to get to pick two foods, holiday type foods, an animated movie or an animated special, I guess I should say, a Christmas movie, a Christmas song or holiday song, however you want to put it, and then a wild card, something else that you associate with the holidays. So.
This sounds familiar. Did we do this already, like last year?
We did this with we did this with like I said, the Saturday morning stuff where you had to pick cartoons and breakfast cereals.
Oh.
So that's an episode. Go back and check that one out. That was a really fun episode. So
all right, hang on. Let me go listen.
Oh yeah. Well, according to the randomization,
We lost
you.
You can actually pick.
Eugene, you were
category you'd like to go with.
You were gone for about
start again,
5
buddy.
seconds.
We lost you.
Damn it! It's only when it starts recording. Chris, you came up first in the draft, so you get to pick whichever category you want first. You can go with the food. You can go with animated, the movie, the song, whatever you want.
This is brutal.
Yeah.
You stuck, Eugene.
Hey
Yeah.
now. Okay. Just because
Balls.
of the OCD organizing thing, I have to go in the way that you pitched it to us in the Facebook feed, so I have to go with food item.
All right. What is your first drafted holiday food item?
Okay, I have to go with a family favorite. We have this holiday punch at my mom's family Christmas every year. We've had it, I don't know, since forever, and it's one of those foods that all of my cousins and I hover around. Like it whoever is in charge of the holiday punch has to bring like multiple amounts of ingredients because they'll be making it like 3 or 4 times. And it's just ginger ale, pink lemonade concentrate, and
Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice. That's it.
Oh my God. Yes, I've had that and I love it. I will drink a ton of that stuff.
Good. Well, we only ever have it at Christmas time. That's it. And yeah, we all hover, and my kids have now gotten into it and they start hovering around it too. So that's my favorite.
That's the kind of thing you use to wash the flavor of the eggnog out of your mouth.
Yes.
Oh, kiss my ass, Ari. That's a good pick. I don't associate it with the holidays. Like most of the time when I have it, it tends to be like there's a baby shower that's gone on, or a wedding shower, some kind of a shower. I usually associate that with showers, and usually it's that a version of that is made, and I'm always over there like, how much is left? I'll take it home gladly. Like I love that shit. So
we don't even make it at home. Like everybody knows the recipe, but none of us make it unless.
Isn't that odd? There are certain things like that you only do at certain times in the year, even though there's no reason you can do it whenever.
Yeah, you can do
we
whatever
make
you
it
want.
any other time, and it just doesn't taste the same. It's not the same. It's just not. When there's not like 10 people hovering around the bowl clamoring with your little
Fighting over
punch
it.
glasses, it's not the same.
And I see you standing around with the moose punch bowl. Which I was somewhere the other day, and they actually had those cups for sale. And of course, I took a picture and sent it to Chris. I'm like, "Do we need any of these?" And she's like, "God, no."
Yes, and
Don't get me wrong, we both love that movie, but yeah. I'm going. I came up next. Just to give you a quick run through of the order. It was Chris, me, then Ray, then Cy. And then on second round, I'll go first. Then third round, Ray. Then fourth round, Cy. So
gotcha.
everyone gets a chance to go first on the different rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the food as well. And we've had discussions about this previously on the show. There are people who believe that they like the normal version of it better. Some people like the holidays version of it better. But I'm going with the Reese's peanut butter trees. I love those damn things. I know there's more peanut butter than chocolate than a normal peanut butter cup, but I am so fat because of those damn things. I love those damn things to death.
I could eat those all day long. They're
Yes. So good. So that's my first pick is the Reese's peanut butter trees. So
right on.
All right, Ray. What's your first item you'd like to draft?
So I'm going with the drink.
Okay.
I was introduced to this drink at a Christmas party many, many years ago, and it has become a tradition for me. It is Jamaican rum cream on ice.
Well, okay, please explain.
Jamaican rum cream is it's
Creamy
like
liqueur.
so think Bailey's but better. And you just buy it as from any liquor store. Jamaican rum cream. I don't know how else I'll try and get a specific brand, but you just pour it on ice and you sip on it. It's a sipping drink. You want to get a buzz, but you don't want to get hammered on this stuff.
No, you throw up.
Ugh.
but it's really nice. Like it warms you up because it's the rum, and you just sip on it, and it's great.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I've never had that before. That sounds like something I might actually try. So
I'll see if I can get the name of the bottle.
cool.
Well, side's going.
All right, Cyrus. What would be the first thing you would like to draft?
We're doing food items, I guess, right?
Well, you could go ahead and do an animated
I'll just stick with
holiday
the theme.
special, movie, song, wild card.
Okay, food items.
All right.
Do they have to be food items that we make, or
No, it can be things like I went with Reese's peanut butter trees. It can be something that you buy or whatever.
Oh, you know what I like around this time of year?
What's that?
The McRib.
It technically it is a seasonal item, so it 100%. And I've never been a McRib guy. I want to be a McRib guy. I can't do it.
It's pretty good. It's okay. It's not like the best thing in the world, but it's nice because you can't have it. You know what I mean? You can only get it at certain times. So either that or the green milkshake. I like both of those.
I'll save it for your next round. No, see, like I said, I've tried McRib several times, and it's not like I don't like it. It's just if I'm going to McDonald's, I'd just rather get something else, and because everyone they have the commercials, and I literally know people on Facebook that announce it, like this is their fucking Super Bowl is the McRib is back. I'm here. I'm down. It's game time.
America.
McRib and the 50-piece chicken nuggets.
Oh my God, yes.
You're not gonna like the McRib.
That's disgusting.
Let me tell you this. You know what the McRib is like? It's like that Salisbury steak we used to get in high school or junior high or whatever at the cafeteria.
I used to like the Salisbury steak.
Oh well, then you'll like the McRib because that's what
I'm
it's
saying.
Like. Yeah, I like it.
And yet you used to give me shit about Subway.
No, it's no Burger Royale or whatever. But
yeah. All right. I'm trying to decide. All right, so I've got the first pick in the second round. Do I want to finish off with my food? I don't think I'm gonna go food. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with my movie. And I think I'm gonna have to go with Christmas Vacation.
Jerk.
I love that movie. There are several Christmas movies I had down there. I won't go into all of them, but yeah, Christmas Vacation is just, and I just realized this. Christy and I have not had our annual viewing of it yet this year, so we'll probably end up doing that maybe in the next day or so. But yeah, Christmas Vacation just. There's so many tropes from that movie that just live on and are just become part of the holidays. So
now I know we've done this before.
Oh, now you remember?
I remember what my favorite Christmas movie is.
Ray, you are next up.
I wish I wasn't because I've got a few on here that I was hoping somebody else would take.
You can pick.
You could go with food, the animated thing, the animated special, the movie, the song, the wild card, which is pretty much whatever.
Oh, I thought we all had to go through the movie first.
No, if you want to go, no, you can go in any order you want.
Okay, well, damn.
Get that out of the way then, right there, and then you can pick the one you want.
This one?
No,
The animated special?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. All right, so animated special, you got to do it. Charlie Brown Christmas.
Damn it! Yeah, that was my number one pick.
Yeah, because it speaks for itself, right? That Christmas tree. We've had one very similar to that. We lived in a little tiny rented cottage at the time, and we needed a Christmas tree, and so we went to, I think it was Walmart at the time.
Yeah, for $25, we got this little 2-foot big Christmas tree stuck in the corner.
It even had a little bit of a lean. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
They were officially selling that thing for a while there. I don't know if they still had it. Like, it was literally the 2 wooden blocks, and yeah. And I wanted to get one at one time. I just never got my hands on one. I thought it'd been hilarious to put up in my office.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to pick that one.
Nice pick. All right, Cyrus, you're next up.
All right. I've been thinking about this for a minute. You have wild cards listed on here.
Yeah, wild card. So that's like pretty much anything that you associate with holidays.
I'm gonna say something that's not gonna make any sense.
All right.
Say it.
The 1950s.
What?
What?
like It's a Wonderful Life type?
No, well, every time I think about the 50s, I think about Christmas for some reason. And I think it has to do with the movies that were coming out that time, the music from that time, the way people dressed, people wearing the coats and, the hats and, all the movies you see, there's a black and white, something about that era is very Christmassy to me. Maybe it's that during the Christmas season, you're out of school and you watch a lot of TV and you're watching TV at weird times of day and they have all these old movies on, at least when we were kids. And so I'd see a lot of these Cary Grant movies and, Breakfast at Tiffany's is on, or, A Miracle on 34th Street, all this kind of stuff.
Okay, now that you explained it a little more, it makes a little more sense. But yeah, I'm like,
Yep.
8. But I said it could be anything, so
Yeah, that's what
okay. So sorry, Ray, if you were hoping to pick the 1950s for your wild
Wow,
card.
how'd they read my mind, Cy?
I don't care about the whatever. I'm doing what I want. Sorry.
Do what you want, buddy. You be you.
You do you, boo.
He's going rogue. All right, so
Oh,
Chris. Dun, dun, dun. Chris, what would you like to pick for your next draft
Okay,
item?
I'm going to finish up the food. Yes.
Okay.
Also, on my mother's side of the family for Christmas, my aunt makes these. Oh God, these potatoes are just—they would probably kill you if you ate too many of them. They're called bake-ahead potatoes, and you make them in a crock pot. And I don't know how much cream cheese and butter or whatever is in them, but they are glorious. And I don't like potatoes, but I will eat like a whole plate full of these potatoes. And again, only at Christmas does she ever make them. And I've tried to make them; they're not as good. My sister makes them; they're not as good. My aunt has to make these potatoes.
I think she puts crack in them or something because
She nuts or like some.
I got me more of them mashed potatoes.
That's why we have such good Christmases, because she drugs us all. But yeah, they're really.
thanks, Aunt.
Thanks, there, Deb.
Chris's pick for her wild card is going to be the 60s and 70s because it's very psychedelic, like her Christmas is.
Yeah, 'cause
Damn you!
my aunt grew up in the 70s.
Yes. All right, Ray, we're to the third round of the pick. Well, you got first. You got first pick here.
All right, I'm gonna go with songs,
Okay.
and I am taking the Mackenzie Brothers' 12 Days of Christmas.
Ah.
Love that one. It is a Canadian special, and dear God,
We listened to it before the show, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so Canadian.
if you want a national anthem that is not a national anthem, that's it.
That might be it. That in the Hockey Night in Canada song.
You know what? I picked this one before that. It is because it represents everything Canada and everything Christmassy, and there's nothing like a beer on a tree.
Or Five
Okay.
Golden Toques.
Or Five Golden Toques, or two brothers fighting over whether there's something to be added to the song. There's something a little more to add on the song, and how they just skip
Like,
10, 11, 9, 10, 11.
10, 11. They,
They
didn't
just
even
kind
do
of
this one.
go over those ones. And yeah.
I think I've heard this before.
Oh, it's
ridiculous.
if you haven't heard it, you have to go and listen to it.
There's no
Okay.
part
The
two.
Mackenzie Brothers, 12 Days of Christmas. Fantastic.
I'm pretty sure I've heard this. That sounds familiar. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to the? We lost some of the days there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You got next pick.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Categories. Then foods pretty much covered foods, I think. Animated.
Well, you got a second, so
There's animated specials.
okay.
Movies. You already know what my movie is. You wrote it in the freaking thing here. Songs.
You could pick it before I do, though.
No,
That's
you
true.
can have it.
No, that's something else.
It's the spirit of giving. I'm trying to think
There you go.
in terms of Christmas, Okay. So the draft is going to be like we vote on the ones we like the most, or how?
No, like this is the things, like these are the things that are most important to you on Christmas time, and if someone else had picked it, then you got to go with your second pick.
Oh, okay.
So if someone else picks said movie, then it's not on your list. It goes in the fire. How about that?
But if nobody else brings it up, then it will go on as a very big question mark.
Yes.
Okay. Well, TV specials. How about that?
All right.
So my favorite Christmas time TV special was that damn Ewoks movie.
Really?
Yeah, the second one.
Caravan of Courage?
No, the Battle for Endor.
Was that the first or the second
That
one?
was the second one. The Battle for Endor.
Okay.
When
Now
did
the
that
reason-
come out?
So, sorry, which one are we talking about?
When did that come out?
1986.
Yeah,
Yep.
we were too young.
We had that recorded on VHS tape, and I watched that VHS tape probably about 400 times, and it had the commercials on it, and all the commercials were Christmas commercials, because that's when it came on. And so I watched all these commercials for Nestle Toll House cookies and all this Christmas themed stuff, and so every time I think about that movie, I think about Christmas.
Can I
Nice.
see the
That's-
title
that's
again? I
exciting.
want to look in this.
The Battle for Endor.
Yeah, Battle for Endor. Watch it with your kids. Your kids might enjoy it.
Wilford Brimley is in that. And
Oh.
I will have to check this one out.
Wicket is in there, and there's another little fast creature that's sort of like a Ewok, but it's not an Ewok. It's like a fast Ewok.
But not an Ewok.
And then
Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah, and the bad guy is like this skeletal looking, like Skeletor basically, but not. Looks like a really, really super thin Planet of the Apes ape.
Oh, I remember this movie.
I never watched it.
Yeah, it had some really cool lasers and explosions and.
How did I forget about this movie?
To be honest, your brain probably wanted you to.
When you're a kid, it's fun. It was fun back then.
No, when you're absolutely right. When I was a kid, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Watch it with your kids. The kids will enjoy it. So, and you'll have nostalgia flashbacks. You'll be like, oh yeah, I can't remember that.
Oh yeah, released 1985, November 24th, 1985.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so the Ewoks Battle of Endor. So Caravan of Courage was the first one.
Yeah, that one sucked.
They're
Yeah.
both blurred together for me. So I couldn't remember.
The first one was garbage. The second one was better.
Okay. Well, there you go. Chris, what's your next pick?
I too will go with the animated specials.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yep, that was on my short list as well.
I love that, and the kids like it too.
Yeah, they do.
So it's fun that I
That's a
can
good one.
share that with them, yeah.
The one with Jim Carrey, right?
No, the animated
I'm
one.
The animated one.
I was kidding.
I don't mind.
And
Jim
Lainey
Carrey.
actually likes that one with Jim Carrey, and I'm like, I don't understand.
I love it. It's hilarious. I like the Jim Carrey.
Animated ones. That's classical.
Yeah, the animated one is classic. I love it.
Yeah, I agree.
You win.
Well, I mean, I don't have to worry about anyone else taking the last one on my list, but I'll go ahead and say the last one that I had written down is one of my possible was Rudolph. I enjoy Rudolph.
Rudy,
Like with the puppets.
No, Rudolph, not Rudy.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Rudolph,
Rudy the
the
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Advocate reindeer.
Oh Jesus!
Was it the Rudolph with the puppets, like the puppet Rudolph?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, the original. Yeah, the Rankin Bass. It's not. I mean, it's a stop motion. It's not claymation. It's not claymation. It's a stop motion.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But yeah. What's interesting? There's a podcast I listen to called Nerd Lunch, and they've actually done a couple of specials talking about some of the Rankin Bass animated things.
Mhm.
And they did some weird shit. Like they did some Halloween themed ones that were like.
I thought you were going on like, man, they did
What?
some weird shit, and I'm like, oh,
No, they've done some weird shit. Like there's a Halloween one where like it's I think of it kind of like the song Monster Mash, where like all the monsters are getting together. It's kind of like that, but it's got some like you can look it up on YouTube, and it's got some trippy shit on it. Like watch some of the old Rankin Bass stuff. Some of the stuff is like, wow, this is kind of out there. Like, where are they coming up with some of these concepts? But you were a kid, you just accepted it, and as an adult, you're just kind of like, meh, whatever. It was part of the story, and you grew up with it. But being interested, if you had never watched some of these things and watched them as an adult today, you're like, okay, so there's a reindeer, and so the whole show is basically about how they're like making fun of this reindeer that has a physical problem, and it turns out okay because they end up needing him in the end. Like, this is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because even Santa Claus is a dick. Like Santa Claus
No,
is
he
like,
was a
once
dick.
he sees the red nose, he's all like, you should be ashamed of yourself to his dad. And I'm like, he can't fucking help it. What the hell, Santa?
Your nose is too bright. Get the hell out of here.
Douche.
Wow.
All right, Cyrus. So we've moved on to the fourth round of the draft, and you have first pick. You have your second food, your movie, and your song.
Okay, well, my movie's Die Hard. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been the same. It's not going to change. It's the best Christmas movie possible. Like,
Do you watch it every year?
I have it on. Now you're going to remind me of shit. I have the Die Hard trilogy, which there were only 3 Die Hard movies.
Agreed.
I have that on. I have that on DVD. I have the collector's box set of that, which is completely irrelevant now because, of course, I should have Blu-ray, which, of course, now that's basically irrelevant. I should have the whatever the fuck is UHD Blu-ray, which I don't know, whatever.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Anyway, so I have to buy them yet again. But I do. I watch Die Hard at least once a year, the first one and the third one. And I'll tell you what, the second one's not as bad as everybody says.
I agree.
Okay.
The second one is not. Yeah.
It's okay. It has some
Samuel
cool.
Jackson's in that third one.
Oh, this third one is so good.
I
love
agree.
that.
I love the third one.
Third one is fucking fun.
They play off each other so well.
Oh, it's a perfect.
Yes, they
It's
do.
the perfect third movie. I mean, it's fucking Gruber's brother. Simon Gruber. It's the fucking game he's trying to play. Simon Says it's the crazy shit. The white guy and the black guy, and it's fucking amazing. It's a great movie in downtown New York, and they're going through, and they actually shot all that shit, which you couldn't even do nowadays.
No.
Yeah. What's sad is they shot a bunch of the new Ghostbusters movie somewhere else, and they asked him, why don't you shoot it in New York? They're like, the laws in New York have basically changed. If you try to shoot a movie or TV show in New York, you can't just rope shit off. So like people can just walk up and do whatever. So like you don't shoot a lot of stuff anymore. They're like, if we had them dressed up in their Ghostbuster costumes, we would have just had people constantly coming up and like getting in the scene, and they're like, we couldn't do that. And I was like, that sucks. Why would y'all do that? But whatever. So
Yeah.
of course, what they did, you definitely couldn't do.
No, that's why that movie's so awesome. Like, but that's the third one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Christmas movie, which is the first one.
Yeah, we're talking about the Christmas version.
Sorry, you bring up Die Hard, you have to bring up Die Hard 3. So
I agree 100%. So,
All right.
yeah, we're gonna have to talk about. We'll have to do an episode where we talk about epic trilogies. So,
Which, by the way,
Um,
that my pick will never change because you cannot go higher than Die Hard. Like that's as high as it goes. Like I don't care what movie comes out from now on. That's the limit.
The perfect guy movie, Christmas movie.
Whatever guy movie, it's a perfect Christmas movie.
Oh, I'm sorry, just the perfect Christmas movie. I'm sorry.
God dang.
All right, kids,
Sheesh.
y'all want to watch a Christmas movie after Rudolph? Let's load up Die Hard.
Blow some shit up.
Sheesh, I'm sexist over here. I'm like the guy movie.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Which, by the way, I've seen an ugly sweater with that on there. It says, "Now I have a machine gun." Ho ho ho.
That's a good sweater.
Love that movie.
That is a good sweater. Chris, you actually have next pick. You still have your movie, your song, and your wild card.
I'm gonna pick my movie.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry, Cyrus. I've never seen any of the Die Hard movies, so
What?
I have nothing to go on. I'll just have to take your word for it. That
Your husband has failed you.
No, I'm easing her into that because we haven't even got to Terminator 2 yet. So
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, damn.
Hey, as long as you're progressing, it's all good.
We'll see. So my favorite holiday, I have a bunch. There's a lot. Once I started writing all these down, I'm like, oh my god, I love that movie and that movie and that movie, and they're all my favorite.
but you only get to pick
But I only
one.
get to pick one. And since Cyrus already picked the best Christmas movie, second best Christmas movie, The Muppets Christmas Carol.
And if Lainey had been on here, you would have had to pick it before her because I
Yeah, I
guarantee you
would've.
that would have been hers.
She would have totally got that one. I love it. I love watching. I love that story. So really, any adaptation I like, but specifically that one because I love the Muppets too, and I like the songs and Kermit and Miss Piggy and Michael Caine's really good in it too. And yeah, I like it.
I love the story. I love the Christmas story. But when I think of it, I either like to see a very dramatic version of it done. So like the one that they did with Patrick Stewart was awesome.
Oh
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Or I like to see a very silly version of it, and the Muppet one I think is still one of the best.
Very
They
silly.
did
I
it
like it.
perfectly as a funny one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I've actually got the next pick, and I've got a food, I've got my song, and I've got my wild card. For my second food, I'm going to go with. I don't know. I know I've already mentioned Borden's eggnog. I don't think anyone else is going to pick eggnog, so I'm actually going to leave that one open. I'm actually going to go with. Has anyone else had the McDonald's holiday pie?
The what?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I guarantee you to have it here in the South. So next time you go to McDonald's, ask them if they have the holiday pie, and then you can text me and thank me.
Okay.
Well,
What,
I'll see if I can get Chris into with McDonald's. We'll see what
that's
happens.
Not likely.
Maybe for breakfast.
What's the holiday pie?
It's like they had those little their little fried
The apple
pies.
Yeah.
Yeah, think of it like an apple pie,
Yeah.
but it's got this I'm trying to think how I would describe it. It's
Is it like soliciting a prostitute or something? Is it like
oh my god, really?
So
Is it like mincemeat or something?
No. It's like a very
meat pie?
it's almost like kind of like think of it kind of like a
Frito pie?
like a vanilla cream pie, kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. I love them. Like I'm always like, nope, not doing the pie because I like their pies. Don't do the pie because you don't need the calories. But that's the one I'm like, okay, I've got to do at least one of these. So
I don't know. We'll have to check it out.
I don't know about that.
all right. Let's see, Ray. You're finishing up the fourth round here.
All right.
You have your food, your movie, and your wild card.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the movie here.
All righty.
I was hoping somebody would have picked these other ones, so I could talk. Elf is out there. I'm not going to touch it because I know it is a really good movie, but I'm. And then there's also A Christmas Story, which is my dad's favorite, and I love watching him to watch the movie. Nostalgia. But I got to go with my favorite live action Santa Claus, and that is Fred Claus. Paul Giamatti as Santa Claus is friggin' awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Oh,
You haven't
have
seen
to.
Fred Claus?
It's got Paul Giamatti and Vince Vaughn, and it's hilarious. Vince Vaughn plays Santa Claus's brother. It's
I've never seen it either.
You know what? I've seen
You
parts
both
of it.
haven't seen that movie?
I've seen parts of it, and
funny.
from what I did see, it was funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny movie, and again, Paul Giamatti is my favorite Santa Claus in a live action movie.
It's a stack cast too. It's got Kathy Bates and Kevin Spacey and Vince Vaughn, Paul Giamatti.
Wow, it's
Kathy
got
Bates
a
plays
great
the mother.
cast.
Kathy Bates plays
Santa's mother,
mom.
and oh my god, she's hilarious.
She's such a
Really? She plays Santa's mother. That's
Yes.
she's such an enabler.
Oh, she's a big time enabler,
She
and
picks favorites. Like she likes Santa way more than Fred. And she's like,
why can't you be more like your brother?
Oh wow.
Oh, you gotta watch that
It's so
movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
I was gonna say, what about that? Isn't she in that Bad Santa with the
She
Billy
is in
Bob
Bad
Thornton?
Santa as well. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about
She
that
plays
one.
his mom, right?
Yes,
Billy Bob Thornton. So
Billy Bob Thornton's mom.
he
yeah.
plays Santa's mom in 2 different
In 2
franchises.
movies. There you go.
Wow.
How about
Maybe
in
trying to
typecast?
tell people things.
She may actually be Santa's mom.
yeah.
She could be.
She's getting kind of typecast. I'd get in touch
Yeah,
with
you know, Santa Claus, his mom in 2 different movies, and of course, in the Water Boy.
I'm just like, Kathy Bates is calling her agent. So what do we got? Well, I know there's Santa's mom movie. She's like, fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Sign me up.
She goes, can I break somebody's feet again or something? No.
Yeah, just the ankles. Anyway, go check it out. It is worth a watch.
Mm-hmm.
I may have to do that. Yeah, I may have to
Rachel
check that
Weisz is
one out.
in it too.
Yeah, Rachel. Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, she plays Fred Claus's girlfriend.
I like
She-
Rachel.
cutie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She's my favorite Christmas surprise.
Oh.
I don't know.
We've got 2 more rounds left. Chris, you actually get to lead us off on the 5th round.
Okay,
You got your song and your wild card.
I'm gonna do holiday song.
All
and
right.
I'm gonna do a holiday album.
Okay.
My mom loves Christmas music, but it all sucks. Like she's got the Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers Christmas album, she's got the Elvis Christmas
Oh
album,
wow.
like every Michael Bublé album, and yeah. But the one that she used to play constantly, all the time at Christmas that I actually liked it's called A Very Special Christmas Album. It came out in 1987. It was the benefits of it went to the Special Olympics. But it has the Eurythmics and U2, Madonna, Stevie Nicks, Bryan Adams, The Pretenders. It's all these Christmas songs, and I absolutely love that whole entire album. So good.
That
I
sounds
know
good.
most of the words to most of the songs because she played it all the time. I think until the tape broke. But she always has music going on, and that was a big one. It was anything just not to listen to Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers sing together about Christmas. But this is my favorite Christmas album ever.
Oh man. Yeah, there's a lot of Christmas music that I listened to growing up.
Most of it-
My mom used to constantly play the Disney one, which I'm sure that's what Lainey would have picked.
Probably.
Likely, yes.
But I see. I went with song, but if I were going to pick the entire album, it would be. Geez, I cannot remember what it's called. Hold on 1 second. I can pull it up real quick here. It is. Christmas Eve and Other Stories, the first album released by Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh, okay.
If I had to nail it down to just one song, I would have picked their version of "Oh Holy Night."
Mhm.
I love Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I was actually introduced to it by a young lady that Cyrus and I knew in college. But yeah, I loved the music. I was like, what is this? I love this. Because, I mean, about the hardest edge stuff before that we had, Christmas music-wise, was, Mannheim Steamroller. And it was like, okay, I enjoyed it. But once I heard this, like, I couldn't go back. My only issue with it is, and I understand the concerts are phenomenal. Like,
Yeah, my
they are.
dad's gone a bunch of times. He loves going to see them.
Yeah, my dad's gone. I know some other people that have gone. I have a hard time bringing myself to spend that amount of money, especially around Christmas time, to go to a concert. But I keep promising myself I'm going to do it sometime. But my only issue is once like the networks like somehow I guess discover. I don't want to be that guy that's like, well, I discovered it way before you did. I'm a real fan.
That sounded like that guy that did the Star Wars videos.
Yeah. I cannot stand every single break. Like Christy likes to watch the Today Show, and every single break about this time, they start playing one of their songs, and I'm just like, stop! I like that music. Quit ruining it. So, but yeah, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, which I've got my boys, like when we were driving them to school in the mornings, we started listening. You normally would listen to different types of music or whatever. Well, we started listening to Christmas music, and I was like, hey guys, why don't you listen to this? And they're enjoying it. So I'm like, yes, Daddy's gonna have a little bit of musical influence on boys. So, Ray, you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna finish off my food.
All right.
Every Christmas, I thank my mother-in-law because she makes bits and bites, and it's the homemade bits and bites where she's put like the shreddies in, and then she's put the Cheerios in, and peanuts, and
cheese sticks.
the cheese sticks, and then she also puts in hickory sticks and some seasoning salt or whatever.
This may be a Canadian thing. I don't think you know what we're talking about.
And we mixes it all together, and dear God,
It's like trail mix or something.
No, it's like nuts and bolts.
What?
No, okay, no.
have you guys never had nuts and bolts?
Nuts and bolts, bits and bites. This may be Canadian. I don't.
Is this Canadian?
Is this exclusively Canadian?
No, some of the stuff that you're talking about in there, a lot of times I've heard it referred to down here as trash.
Okay.
I like our name better.
It's not a great name, but like everyone knows what it is, and it's just like, oh hey, I'm gonna make some trash and bring it in. And everyone's like, oh yeah, hell yeah, because it's just like,
oh, like shit on a shingle.
No, that's something different.
I know. I'm just
no, a lot of times people make it with like maybe nuts, there may be M&Ms.
No, there's nothing sweet about this.
Nothing about okay.
No,
This is all salty. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So, yeah.
the dead rats in a plastic bag.
No, Cyrus.
No.
He's making up shit, by the way. That is not a thing.
Canadian.
Unless it's in the Martin household, in which case we need to talk to your mom.
Oh, decomposing fetus. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh my God. No, yeah. So, you know what? I will see if I can get.
Like Bits and Bites is the name brand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I will look that up.
But it's got like little cheddar bits and hickory. Anyways, you can make the homemade stuff, and my mom makes it every year. And
This is kind of like those burgers.
no.
Just random shit poured together to make something that.
Yeah, and it's snacky, salty fingers, pretzels in it, and she makes these big Ziploc baggies for Ray and my brother-in-law.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm looking at it. Yes, this is a different form of quote unquote trash I've seen. Yes,
Oh, okay.
I love this stuff.
Yes, so my mom makes it, and Ray just inhaled it.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. Because it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, so that's his present, is this giant Ziploc baggie full of Bits and Bites.
And it's usually gone within a few weeks.
No, I don't even think it lasts.
Okay, a couple of days.
He's like, come on, you're not.
This
Give
goes,
me some credit.
this goes into the foods created during the Great Depression.
Yeah, it must be, because
Yeah.
it makes
It's
no sense.
whatever you can make. Just put it together and throw some
And
seasoning
it tastes awesome.
Yeah, there's like Worcestershire sauce and salt.
Mm-hmm.
Worcestershire sauce. All right. Well,
Yes.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Cheese sauce, and it goes in the bag.
So
All
yeah,
right, so
it's Christmas time for me.
A little bit of Worcestershire with some mushrooms and some fucking nuts
What?
and I don't know.
Mushrooms. Interesting.
Hey,
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
The
Right?
magic kind.
Yeah, you know, pour about
Christmas on magic mushrooms. There you go.
you take about 4 sticks of butter.
yeah.
You're off to a good start. Keep going.
You cram them into a sack, a paper bag.
Oh God! All right, Cyrus, you have one food and your song left.
Song. Well, I have to pick one song.
Song or an album? Because we've kind of
Oh.
expanded it to an album. Is there a particular Christmas album or something?
Michael Bublé.
Well, I used to, when I was a kid, we had this old record player, and it was like we only had a few records because, we were mainly had cassette tapes and things like that. But I had a record that was nothing but Christmas songs from Bing Crosby.
You know what? My wife bought that on through iTunes, so I probably would recognize most of the songs you're talking about.
Yeah. And these are like recorded from the 30s all the way into the 50s, like compiled into an album, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love listening to Bing Crosby sing all the damn Christmas songs,
No, that is very Christmassy. I completely understand that. Like, it's not what I go to for Christmas songs, but when I hear it, I'm like, that's good. I can handle that. So
it's very classical Christmas, and
yes,
I like classic Christmas.
So you're definitely not on board with my Trans-Siberian Orchestra then.
Well, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying like my perfect Christmas experience would be not something modern,
Right.
It'd be in a cabin, it'd be
Except for Die
snow.
Hard.
No, that'd be on the TV,
In a cabin, in the 1950s, watching Die Hard.
Yeah, pretty much. This could be my life.
Yeah, there you go.
I will say though, since we're on the topic of like Bing Crosby, whatever happened to radio, right? Like you listen to a lot of male singers now, and they're very, very high pitched. What happened to the baritone? Like you don't hear many popular songs.
Nobody sings anymore. I mean,
that's true. Yeah, that's true too.
Even if you just went back to the 90s, we had the ballad singers who would sing, most, like Celine Dion and all those, Michael, what's that? Groban? Not Blue Blade, the one that Oprah always went around.
Yeah.
Josh Groban.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
So even if you, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if you go back just that far, there's it's still a thing. It's still part of our musical culture or whatever. Not anymore. Now it's fucking horrifying. Like music is unlistenable. I don't know how. I don't even think anybody listens to it anymore. I think they just put it on in the background.
Yeah, like I think the only reason there's any radio stations in my car is because Christy has programmed them in. I don't listen to any radio at all. So anytime I hear a new song, I'm like, I could listen to a new song and be like, that's actually not bad. When did that come out? They're like, last year. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've been listening to a lot of Stitcher, like a lot of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
That's
why I listen to our audiobooks and podcasts.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it back. There's a couple of real singers still out there. Not too many of them are guys though. Like Adele, right?
Oh,
okay, yeah, Adele can sing, but I'm talking like the baritone, like the deep voice men. Like you don't hear a deep voice on radio anymore for men.
No.
Not on radio. I've heard a couple here and there on some of these singing shows, and they do okay, but then they eventually fall off.
They teeter out to the guys with a really high pitched voice.
Yeah.
Like typo negative or whatever. You just don't hear that deep voice.
Typo negative. Right.
You don't remember typo negative?
No, I remember. Yeah. All right. So with the last round of the draft, I've got the first pick, and the only thing that I have left is my wild card. I've actually mentioned this. I've actually got two things on. Well, we can go back and do a quick honorable mention about some of the other stuff here in a second. But when I think Christmas, I think Bed Bath & Beyond Vanilla Bean Noel. I love that scent. Like Christy has to buy the hand soap for me because I just love how it smells. Whatever. I fucking love Vanilla Bean Noel. That's the stuff. So that's what I think. When I think Christmas smells, that's one of the first ones that come to my mind. So
nice.
Ray, what is your wild card item?
All right, so my wild card, I have to go with my absolute favorite Santa ever, in film or anything, and it is the Santa from Rise of the Guardians. That Santa kicks
That
ass.
Santa's awesome.
I've seen that movie, and that movie was not bad.
No, it wasn't bad, but I just love how that Santa is a badass. He's tatted out and
Jack.
he's jacked. He's got a Russian accent. That's okay. And yeah, he just that's my favorite Santa because he's wicked. I want to be that Santa.
Oh yeah, that would be an awesome ass cosplay. Or just to hey, we need someone to dress as Santa and go as that. That would be awesome, actually.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
My favorite Santa was Ernest.
Oh, I forgot about
the Ernest movies.
Oh, Quinny should watch that.
Ernest. Oh, Quinn would love all those Ernest movies.
Princess Stooge.
Ernest was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes, Jim Varney he had a shtick and he did it really well.
Yes, he did.
Mind you, we did actually watch not that long ago. The camp one.
Oh, Ernest Goes to Camp.
Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite. It was the first one of his movies, and it was my favorite.
I don't think Quinny breathed through that entire thing. He was just laughing so hard.
He was laughing. There's a lot of stuff in there that you could not get away with now, though.
Oh, yeah.
See, I haven't watched it in forever, so yeah.
I don't think the Native Americans would appreciate it.
The scene of that movie that I always remember is him on that ladder jumping around trying to.
Oh, yeah.
And then of course he eventually falls backwards and he ties a rope, and of course it's not tied to anything. And
Yep.
So that was in the 80s. That was back before Indians were real people.
Oh God. All right, Cyrus. The last thing on your list is your second food item. What is your second draft pick for holiday food?
Well, I guess I'll just go with that. No, I don't want to do that. It's,
Eggnog.
Bleh. Bleh. You know what my grandma used to do? She used to make chocolate covered candies for Christmas. She would make all kinds of different mint cream and coconut and peanut butter and all kinds of different candies. She would dip them in chocolate.
Nice, dude.
Oh, it was amazing. And not a tradition that we do anymore, obviously, since she passed. But I would, if I could figure out how to do all that, I might. But it was great. She would make tons of it, and we would just enjoy candy.
Nice.
Yep.
That's
so
awesome.
I guess that's I don't know how you describe that. Just homemade chocolate covered candies.
Got it. Chris, your wild card item.
It's snow. I have to have snow for Christmas. If I don't have snow, it doesn't feel like Christmas. It doesn't feel like winter. I'm very sad and very concerned. I need to have snow. Last year was a green Christmas. It pissed me off. I don't like Christmas.
She's grumpy on a green Christmas.
I'm very grumpy.
So is Christy.
And
well, with global warming, they had more snow.
That's why I get concerned when there is green Christmas.
They had more snow in the 50s, so
I need snow.
That's why I picked the whole decade.
Yeah. So I need snow for me to have a good Christmas.
Yeah, no, believe me, Christy and I would definitely prefer it to be, at least if asking for snow on Christmas is literally asking for a miracle here in Central Texas.
Right, well, where you guys are, yeah.
But at least we at least have it cold. Like if it's at least in the 30s or 40s, we're okay. That's acceptable. But when we've had Christmases that I'm like, well, we're gonna put on some shorts because it's 70 degrees. That sucks.
Yeah, that's no, I don't like that at all. That would make me cry.
You want to hear something funny? It was 72 degrees the last time I checked the weather on my phone.
Oh yeah,
it's 22 now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a front come through here, and it dropped the temperature by 30 plus degrees, depending on where you are.
Just to give you an idea of snow, on Thursday we had nothing, And today there are certain parts of Ontario that have 2 to 3 feet.
Wow.
So the same sort of system kind of went through us, just a totally different. That's a big drop for you guys though. From 70 what? 70.
They basically get the ass end of everything Canada gets. Like the real stuff falls in Canada, and then whatever kind of
No,
whatever.
this shit hit Michigan too. So
Oh.
It was a friend from Colorado.
Well, Michigan's sort of Canada. That's
No.
They're like, no. Okay,
we're
so
gonna.
it was literally like low 70s here, and I'm looking at my weather app right now, and it's currently 28, feels like 12.
Oh, whoa, that's cold.
That's
like,
And the wind is howling outside. So
wow, that's impressive.
yeah, it's
I'd like to-
there's. I'm sorry. There's several people who posted pictures. I didn't realize when the front came through, like it was a wall. It was a huge wall cloud that like swept through. So I'm like, that's ominous.
Yeah.
I'd like to revisit the gifting of Michigan to Canada. I really, I think we can make that happen. Y'all would do better
If they
with
wanted.
it. You know, y'all. I mean, it's.
Listen, we're not doing anything with it. We're just saying.
Really, we're not.
We bought it. It's just kind of sitting around. Yeah, one of those things.
It's a fixer-upper.
It's a fixer-upper. Oh man. I just want to run through some of the honorable mention stuff that I had on there. I also had on my list that I didn't choose. Like I said, I'd already mentioned eggnog. I freaking love specifically Borden's eggnog. Chocolate covered Oreos.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
They're hard to find, and usually they're only come around Christmas time. But if you can find them, all those are so good. Christmas movies, Christmas Vacation, Elf. That's Christy's favorite Christmas movie, hands down. We always watch that at least once or twice.
We lost.
Never seen the Polar Express. I had my boys, and that's very Uncanny Valley. With the not even Uncanny Valley, the animation on the people's faces in that movie is just straight freaky. But because my boys love it so much, it's got a place in my heart now. So
didn't y'all go on the real Polar Express?
and actually, I'm looking around to make sure one of my boys has not somehow or another gotten up in the middle of the night and is listening to me. Yeah, we're actually doing that again this year, and they have no idea. So we leave for Christy's grandparents' house on Tuesday, and sometime in the next few days after that, yeah, we've got tickets. So like you literally show up in your pajamas, and they do the whole thing where they hand out chocolate, hot chocolate, and it's a trip. It's about I think a 30-minute trip, and then they along the way at the depot where you get down there, they've got like a bunch of they've got it set up kind of like Santa's Village or whatever, and then it'll turn around and it'll go back. But yeah, it's on an old steam locomotive, and it's all it's got a bunch of lights and stuff. It's decorated up. It's really cool. So that's gonna blow their freaking minds. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention that I didn't think anyone else was going to pick the Vanilla Bean Noel, but if they had, the other thing I had as my wild card is growing up, it would have been the Sears catalog, but since they don't make that anymore, I have to go with the Toys R Us toy catalog. They still make it. It's not extremely thick. It's not like it used to be. But needless to say, when we got one in the mail, I didn't even know we were going to get one. But when we got one in the mail, my boys did exactly what I did as a kid. They took it. They're pointing out stuff that they want, and I had a lot of fun with that. So
I remember doing that as a kid. You get the wish book, the Sears wish book, and
yep. Love the Sears wish book.
You put your initial where you wanted, what you wanted, and then your parents would be able to go see. Yeah.
Yep. And they had all the, they had the pictures had these dioramas set up of like, the He-Man action figures or the Star Wars action figures, and yep, loved those magazines, those catalogs. So, did anyone else have anything else they wanted to honorable mentions or things that you thought about?
I had a bunch of stuff. I had like the animated ones were the Mickey Christmas Carol, Frosty the Snowman, Rise of the Guardians. Movies, there was Alfred Claus, the Santa Claus, the live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas. For this song, I love Boney M's Feliz Navidad. That's it. I do. It's my mom's fault.
I hate it. I can't stand that song.
I love it. That's it. That's all I had.
I let her get like 2 verses in, and then I'm like, okay, enough.
All right, I'm done. Does she get the annual singing of the song? Just the one shot every year?
Well, no, because
Only
if I
if
go
I'm
to
not
my
there.
well, no, because when we go to my mom's on Boxing Day, she's got the Christmas music going, so I'm at least gonna hear it once.
And that's when I walk away. I go outside with that song.
Yeah.
That's funny. So, do you have anything else to throw in?
We kind of went through my extra ones while we were talking, you know, like Ernest Saves Christmas and all that. So
yeah,
I'm good.
Ray, did you have anything else to add on?
So Arthur Christmas. I don't know if you have seen that one or not. It was a British animated movie.
Arthur, like the guy, like the movie, like the drunk guy?
No.
No, not that.
Not that Arthur.
Not that Arthur.
No.
The other Arthur that's like, hey, what a
not that Arthur.
Not that.
Yeah. Oh, the king, the guy with the sword, and
anyway, so yeah, Arthur Christmas. It was a good one. I liked the elf in that one, and there was a couple other things. Molasses cookies.
Oh, I love molasses cookies. That makes me think of my grandma.
Yeah, they got to be chewy though. I can't stand the hard ones. Chris makes some really
cookie guy.
What's that?
I'm a chewy cookie guy.
Yeah, it's got to be chewy. So,
I see a T-shirt with the. That's me a T-shirt.
I'm a chewy guy.
I'm a chewy cookie guy.
I'm a chewy cookie guy.
I'll write it down.
It can be like Cookie Monster, but with no teeth.
Okay. Old age.
I'm a chewy cookie guy. All right, I'll write that down. And then I was just gonna say, I like the spoof songs that you hear on the radio, like "Walking Around in Women's Underwear" and just some other fun ones that are.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
I love that song. Yeah.
A couple that I have on my playlist that I have to kind of skip through. I mean, they've got a good tune to them, but I kind of have to skip through them for my boys. Are of course the 2 classics from Weird Al that have been banned from the radio.
Oh yeah.
The night Santa Claus went crazy, and then what is the other one? With the nuclear Christmas. What is?
I haven't heard those ones in forever.
Yeah, I freaking love those songs. I've got them on my phone and I listen to them because they're awesome.
The last thing I'll mention is just the Christmas lights that are hit to, like they sync them up to music and stuff like that.
Yes.
I love watching those on YouTube where the best ones of the year or whatever. So checking those out is pretty sweet too.
Yes, I love watching that, and my boys are hooked on watching those things. Christmas at Ground Zero and the night Santa went crazy. Those are the 2. Yeah. And I thought of something else Christmas wise, and I don't remember what it was right offhand, but I just whatever. All right, so that's pretty much our show for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go ahead and move to our picks and pans. Would anyone like to go first?
Sigh. You have a pick, don't you?
Pants. North Park Mall in Dallas. Hate malls. I hate that one. It's surrounded by parking lots, like huge parking garages, and they all look the same.
Oh no!
Yes,
you didn't have a Seinfeld episode, did you?
It was not good.
Oh no!
I couldn't figure out where the hell I parked, and I went around the mall. Let's just say if my daughter wouldn't have seen me walking and come back and pick me up to take me to find my car, I would have probably had to walk it about 2 miles before I found my car.
Oh my god, that's horrible. I'm so sorry, dude.
Yeah, so fuck North Park Mall.
I thought your pan was also going to be the United States Postal Service.
Oh no, I am hoping they will do what they're supposed to. I don't want to burn that bridge.
I don't want to burn that, just in case they're listening.
Yeah, just in case the post office, the government's listening.
Postmaster General's like, "Fuck you! You really got
really?
stuff."
What correct in private, motherfucker.
Yeah. Chris, pick or pan?
Oh, I have a pick. We went to my dad's side of the family Christmas today, and I got to meet my new little niece. She's almost 5 months old. She's so cute.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Oh, okay.
That's my nephew. He's a year and a half, and he's the sweetest kid ever. He's so adorable, and he's just starting to talk, and I can make him giggle, and I love it. And then the pan is, as soon as the weather, I don't understand. Every November, December, the weather turns shit, yet some people forget how to drive.
Yeah.
And every year this happens, and I don't understand why they can't figure out how to drive in bad weather or just okay weather where the roads have a little bit of slush or a little bit of snow. Everybody just decides they don't know how to drive.
We came across an accident. Two accidents.
Two accidents on our way home.
One was a single vehicle. The other was a two vehicle. And
the dude, the first one, he just missed the ditch and went into the snow.
Yeah.
He was turning around and he just went into the snow.
The second one, we had to spend about a half an hour directing traffic around a black car because the lights, you could barely see it. So
yeah, in the middle of that intersection.
But other than that, we got home safe, so that was good.
Every year, stupid people start driving.
The problem with all that is everybody thinks it's the other guy. Everybody thinks that the wreck happened because of the other person. Let me give you an example. Like somebody's ahead of you, and they're being super careful, except they're being more careful than they probably should, so they're driving too slow. So you keep trying to figure out how fast to drive, and then they're hitting their brakes all the time. So you have to hit your brakes, and then you lose control, right? And so whose fault is it? The person being super careful or the person behind them? And then the next person behind them is like, well, this guy was a maniac. He's all over the road. And look at him riding on that dude's bumper.
Yep.
It's always the other guy.
Yeah.
Ray, do you have a pick or pan?
You're probably not going to like this one. I have a pan.
Okay.
Nintendo. Guys, if you're going to have something that is as anticipated as a Nintendo Classic Mini, make sure you have enough. Because,
wasn't this the pan last week too?
Yeah, it probably was. You know what? It's bad enough because I know that there's a particular person on this podcast that has one now. Good on you, sir, and good on you for doing everything you did, and you did a lot of work for it. But it's frustrating when the companies do what they do, and they say that they're going to have it so that everybody can, it's going to be well stocked and this, that, and the other, and they don't even release enough to have like 5 in a store. So
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's not even funny anymore. It's like, well, I don't even think the Wii was this bad, was it?
No, the Wii was not even as bad.
How can it be so bad?
That's the question. Like,
because they're just screwing themselves. I mean,
they are.
Oh yeah, the numbers they released, they sold almost 200,000 of them so far, and they're like, they obviously could have sold at least double that, maybe even triple that by now.
Easy. They would have hit 1 million by the end of the year, easy. So anyway, that's my pan. My pick is a particular movie that came out this week that I went and saw yesterday that we will discuss at a later date.
That show is going to be interesting.
Yes. I've got 2 picks for the week. I could actually have a couple of pans. Actually, I'm going to go along with you on the whole Nintendo thing about being a pan. Like, that's just It's been frustrating. Yeah, I did finally get my hands on an NES Classic, and the only reason I got my hands
We lost him.
Oh, we lost you, dude.
Oh, he's gone. There he is.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, I'm sorry. The only reason I got a hold of an NES Classic is because of a post that Lewis did earlier this week. I got up in the morning when I normally did, looked at his post, I think from 11 the night before, and GameStop decided to sell them on Thursday morning instead of Friday morning, and I was able to. I managed to get my hands on one. Like I was literally waiting in front of the store, and the store manager walked up, was like, "What are you here for?" I'm like, "NES Classic." He's like, "Well, I'm not supposed to sell them until tomorrow." I'm like, "Well." Kind of saw things said corporate said y'all supposed to sell them today. He's like, well, let me check into it. Sure enough, that was the case. So,
you reminded me I have a pick also.
yeah. So, like I said, it was very lucky that I got one because Best Buy has finally come out and said they are definitely getting them on next Tuesday. They're supposed to have a decent amount of them. And if I had not gotten one before now, I was planning on spending like Monday night in front of a Best Buy and to try to get one. So, of course, my mom texted me today and was like, if you come across one of those, I'm like, do you have any idea what I've gone through to get one? I'm not just going to randomly run across one.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm still trying to track down a second controller, but my pick for the week is the Nintendo Classic, the NES Classic. If you can get your hands on one, it's not a perfect system. The comments about the cords, yeah, they're really short, but my God, this thing is tiny, and having the save states is nice. My boys are enjoying playing with it. My other pick for the week is Rogue One. Went and watched it. This is our before, you know what? I'll get to that in a second. So anyway, my picks for the week are the NES Classic. If you can get a hold of one, hopefully you can. In all seriousness, I'm trying to, now that I've got one, I'm really trying to help as many people as I can get them as well. Because anytime I've heard of anyone getting more than one on hand, my first question is, please tell me you're not trying to resell this thing for like $200 online. Because if you are, I'm going to lose all respect for you. And it's always, no, I'm buying it for a gift, or I'm buying it for this, that, and the other. And I'm like, cool, I can still respect you. If you are one of those people that is doing that, fuck you.
Yes, big time.
Just flat out, fuck you. Because
Walmart.
I won't even go into it. So
That's
Fucking Walmart.
yeah. Oh yeah. Don't even get me started on that shit. So yeah, that's my picks for the week. Cyrus, pick or pan for the week.
Yeah, I picked up another system, another one of these systems. It's a all-in-one system. It's a Atari Flashback Portable.
Yeah, I watched your video on that. That looked interesting.
It's pretty cool. It's nothing too fancy. It's kind of like the little portable I got Jay that has the Genesis games. It has exactly the same design. But yeah, it has 60 games in it, but it has an SD card, and you can load ROMs in it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, and it's really good, and it has a video output option, which I have to buy that cable. But honestly, I don't think I would even bother, because if I want to play them on the TV, I'll just play them through something else, like on my Ouya or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a neat little system. It has a rechargeable battery built in, and seems like it's a good quality build. And I think it was $30. So
That's cool.
yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Very cool. Well, that's what I was kind of getting to. So this is technically our last scheduled episode for the year. We're talking about having a special episode coming out here. I don't know when it'll happen. I don't know when it'll drop. Just know that as of right now, we won't have an episode for the next 2 weeks. But because of the Christmas break, I mean, everyone's schedule's kind of crazy. People are going to be out and everything. But go back and listen to our old episodes. Like we've done, if you haven't listened to, especially like our first episode where we did the horrible Christmas ornaments. That was hilarious. If you happen to be listening to this on a Tuesday morning, waiting in front of a Best Buy, download our episode where we talked about line waiting memories, where we talk about, having to wait in lines for the PlayStation 2 or for different, movies or concerts or something like that. We've done a lot of different episodes, and if you do, give it a chance. Go back, listen to some of the other episodes. We've done some fun stuff. Also, check out the Marginally Geeky show. We've gone through our first book. We're reading our second book now. And then, go check out Cyrus's YouTube channel, Video Game Virus. He posts a lot of stuff, especially if you're into retro video gaming. If you cannot get your hands on a NES Classic, he's listed lots of different ways that you could, cobble something else together that, may actually work out better for you. So I know as soon as you get a hold of this AVS system, there's going to be a video up on that. And I can't wait to see that one.
There's also a new option, and I'm not going to have this, but my buddy RGT85 did a video about this new clone NES system. Comes with 2 controllers, has HDMI output, no built-in games. That's the only problem, but it's only $50. So you could buy some cartridges, the cartridges you want to play on it, or buy you an EverDrive or something, and it's another option. So, yeah, and he says it's pretty good.
Cool.
But
very cool. So yeah, if you can't get a hold of Classic and need some other ideas for how to get your retro gaming fix,
oh, you know what you could do?
Out his channel.
You could just get you a Raspberry Pi and.
Actually, you know what? I had thought about that. I was honestly looking into that as an option, because you can buy the Pi pretty cheap. You could buy a case for it pretty cheap, and I was just going to put I was going to start off with just Nintendo games on it, and controllers to plug into it, because I wanted something that was small that I could plug in HDMI, into the living room, so my boys can play. Had I not got the Classic, and
I like how everybody all of a sudden is like, you could just get a Raspberry Pi, and I'm like, it's like, really, dude? Like, you think nobody understands this concept? Like, we're aware. I believe most people are aware that are interested in the NES Classic are aware that there are emulators out there. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So thanks for that breaking news.
Well, I mean, they're trying to capitalize on it because I'm sure people are looking online for the NES Classic and not being able to find it, going, well, what else is there out there? And it's like, oh, well, this is my shot at stardom right here. So
I don't know.
Yeah. As always, wherever you listen to the show or watch the show, please go in there and give us a high rating, 5 stars, especially like on iTunes or Stitcher or Google Music. It does help with the discoverability of the show. Your thoughts, list some of the stuff that you enjoy from the holidays, or just tell us what you think of the show. What would you like to see in the coming year? Are there any topics you would like to see us talk about in the coming year? You can reach us on Twitter, Facebook, and directly on the site. We actually have an Instagram as well, but it's Epically Geeky. You look for Epically Geeky, you're going to find us. Then, of course, you can also find our wacky individual adventures. Cyrus, where can we find you?
Like you were saying, go to YouTube, look for Cyrus Martin or Video Game Virus. Go to videogamevirus.com. I'm on VidMe now, but I haven't really done much with it, so I'll try to work on that on my time off coming up. And just look for me, and I got stuff all the time, fun stuff. And by the way, I have a thing that I do, and I started it last year, and I'm going to do it again this year, which is a video marathon. I did it on Christmas last year. I'm probably going to start it on Christmas Eve this year. So for 24 hours, there'll be 24 videos posted to Video Game Virus. So,
wow, have you started working on that yet?
Maybe. It's not that hard. I did it last year. I can do it this year. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, cool. Ray, where can we find you online?
Take me a look at a lot. Yeah. So find me on Instagram, Lake Life Artist.
Chris, where can we find you online?
On Instagram at Lake Life Mama.
And you can find my wacky adventures online at Epically. Why have I started saying that? At Optimus Gene on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For everyone on the site, we will see you next year. Have a good night.